I never thought sweet potatoes would change my life. I mean, let's be honest, they're just sweet potatoes, right? But hear me out. A few months ago, I was in a bit of a rut. I was tired, sluggish, and honestly, just dragging myself through the day. I was stuck in this cycle of caffeine crashes and sugar highs, and I knew I had to make a change. That's when I stumbled upon sweet potatoes. I was scrolling through social media, and I kept seeing these vibrant, orange beauties pop up in healthy breakfast recipes. At first, I was skeptical. Sweet potatoes for breakfast? It sounded a bit out there. But the more I saw them, the more intrigued I became. I mean, we put all sorts of things in our breakfast. Eggs, oatmeal, smoothies. Why not sweet potatoes? So I decided to give it a shot. I went to the store and picked up a few sweet potatoes, and let me tell you, I was amazed at how versatile they are. You can bake them, mash them, fry them, or even make them into pancakes. I started with the simplest option, a baked sweet potato. I popped it in the oven, and while it cooked, I did some research. I learned that sweet potatoes are packed with nutrients. They're high in fiber, loaded with vitamins A and C. And they have a low glycemic index, which means they help keep your blood sugar stable. But what really sold me was the taste. When that sweet potato was finally done, I cut it open, and the steam just wafted up, carrying that warm, sweet aroma. I added a little bit of cinnamon and a drizzle of honey and took my first bite. Wow! It was like dessert for breakfast. I couldn't believe how good it was. And the best part? I felt full and satisfied without that heavy, sluggish feeling that usually comes after a big breakfast. So, I started experimenting. I made sweet potato hash with eggs, loaded sweet potato toast with avocado and poached eggs, and even sweet potato smoothies. I found that I could mix them into my morning routine in so many delicious ways. And it didn't take long for me to notice a shift in how I felt. My energy levels soared. I was waking up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle the day instead of hitting the snooze button 5 times. I started to notice other changes too. My skin cleared up, my cravings for sugary snacks decreased, and I felt more focused. I was no longer in that foggy, caffeine-driven haze. I was alert, productive, and honestly, happier. And it all started with a simple, humble sweet potato. Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's just food. How can it really change my life? But think about it. Food is fuel. It's not just about what we eat, it's about how what we eat makes us feel. And sweet potatoes, with their natural sweetness and nutritional punch, became my go-to breakfast. I also found that preparing sweet potatoes was a great way to practice mindfulness. I started to take my time in the kitchen, experimenting with different recipes and flavors. It became a moment of calm before the chaos of the day began. I found joy in the process, and that's something I had been missing. Now, I'm not saying that sweet potatoes are the magic solution to all of life's problems, but they did help me break free from the cycle of unhealthy eating habits. They taught me the importance of nourishing my body with wholesome foods. They reminded me that breakfast doesn't have to be boring or repetitive. It can be exciting, vibrant, and full of flavor. And here's the kicker. Sweet potatoes are incredibly affordable. You don't have to break the bank to eat healthy. A few sweet potatoes can last you the whole week, and you can create a variety of meals out of them. It's budget-friendly and nutritious. What more could you want? It's funny how something so simple can have such a profound effect on your life. I used to think of breakfast as just another meal, something to get over with before diving into my day. But now, it's become a ritual, a moment to fuel my body with goodness and set the tone for the rest of my day. So, if you're feeling stuck, if you're looking for a change, I encourage you to try sweet potatoes for breakfast. It might sound silly, but you never know how a small shift in your morning routine can lead to bigger changes in your life. Plus, they're just so delicious. And if you're worried about the prep time, don't be. You can bake a batch of sweet potatoes at the beginning of the week and have them ready to go for quick breakfasts. Just pop them in the microwave, add your favorite toppings, and you're all set. So, let's embrace the sweet potato revolution together, shall we? Let's break free from the mundane breakfast routines and start our days with something that not only tastes amazing, but also nourishes our bodies. Who knew that something as simple as a sweet potato could have such a ripple effect? And remember, it's not just about the food. It's about how we feel and how we treat ourselves. So, let's make breakfast exciting again. Let's make it something we look forward to instead of a chore. And who knows? Maybe sweet potatoes will change your life too. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. You might just find yourself falling in love with breakfast all over again.